we're so excited to get started on this journey. We're ready to kick off our challenge group. But before we do that, we wanted to chat first about this amazing thing called Shakeology. Because once the group starts, we're going to be rocking and rolling, and it's kind of like go time. And we wanted to make sure that before that happens, you have a deeper understanding and framework about Shakeology. You've made the best investment, and often the hardest part of this whole process is just to commit, which you did. You invested in yourself, you made yourself a priority, and that is awesome. So I want you to give yourself a little high five, a little pat on the back right now, and know that we're super proud of you, and you are on a path that will change your life. If you're open to it, if you're willing to commit and engage with us. This video is just going to be some kind of a dense dose of info, just like Shakeology uses a dense dose of nutrition. But we wanted to give you a little dense dose of the most important things that we wanted you to know before we begin about Shakeology. A little bit of how it's formulated, a little bit about what makes it so awesome. We wanted you to understand how it's helping your body. 11 different systems are going to be impacted and transformed with Shakeology. Take some notes, grab a notepad, maybe blend up some Shakeology and be drinking it while you watch. But this is everything you need to get started.
Guys, so you are getting ready to start on your healthiest year yet with Shakeology and your fitness program that you're plugging into in your challenge group. And I wanted to just give you guys some information here about Shakeology, which is going to be your healthiest meal of the day. It's mine, and it has been for the last 3.5 years. But I wanted to just kind of tell you guys a few things about what makes this Shakeology so incredibly amazing. Shakeology is unique in that it is entirely plant-based. This is whole food nutrition. It's been carefully produced so that it can be given to you in a powder form, and that you can drink it every single day, and that the value that you're getting in this bag is huge. If you were going to take all of the ingredients that you're going to get in one scoop of Shakeology every single day, you'd be broke. I don't think any of us could afford that. We certainly couldn't afford the travel around the world to source these ingredients. They have collaborated with farmers who are using non-GMO ingredients. There are no chemicals, there are no pesticides. These are organic. These are organic, and they're sourced from the best places we possibly could get them, where they grow naturally in their state in which they thrive. Shakeology is going to help you reduce your cravings. It's going to fuel you with the right food so you don't want to eat the bad foods. And there is protein in there, which is going to help with satiety. It's going to help you recover. It's going to help you on your fitness journey. But there's also lots of antioxidants in there, like getting a whole salad in a glass every day with some of the best ingredients you could ever find. There are adaptogens, which are going to help your body stay healthy when it otherwise maybe would be fighting illness. It's going to help you thrive and survive through harsh situations, stress, climates, whatever it might be, cold, sickness, germs from your kids. And then there's also lots and lots and lots of great pre and probiotics, which are going to, of course, help with healthy digestion, which is so incredibly important for so many things about your body, and digestion is huge, and Shakeology is going to really help you there. Is that you have, hit the jackpot in getting your bag of Shakeology, and you are really on your way to feeling your best. You're on your way to your goals, because what's in here is really fueling your body from the inside out. You're going to notice changes with your skin. You're going to just feel better. You're going to have more mental focus. Your digestion is going to be better, so you might have less irritability. I know for me, the biggest thing that I really needed when I first started drinking Shakeology is that I needed energy. I needed to be able to keep up with my kids every day. And the biggest change that I had when I took this leap and I made the decision to dial into Shakeology and my fitness program is that I regained energy. I had so much energy. It was like crazy how much energy I have. And there's no doubt in my mind that Shakeology has played a big part in that. So have fun, guys.
Hi everyone, so my name is Rachel Harshfield, and I am a registered dietitian. I'm a nutrition specialist, and I'm also a board member of the California Healthy Kids Program and the California Dairy Association. And I am here to talk to you guys a little bit about Shakeology and what it does in your body's digestive system, and what it does for your body's anatomy and the physiology that goes on when using Shakeology. So Shakeology was not formulated, and it's not formulated as a protein powder. So it's not something that's going to give your muscles that quick, sustainable energy in terms of protein, like right away. If you're looking for something like that, we have different proteins for that. But how Shakeology is formulated is to work with your body's digestive system naturally. So it's going to go in, it's going to give your body the right amount of digestive enzymes, prebiotics, probiotics to help simulate a perfect digestion. Because what happens over time with stress, with age, with complications, surgeries, anything, just life in general, the air that we breathe, you are taking in different types of chemicals and preservatives, obviously, from the foods that we eat that are affecting our body's digestive system. We can't see what's going on the inside of our bodies. And I always say that when you look at a person's physical sense, do you ever really wonder what the inner part of your body looks like? Because you really are growing and you're healing and you are doing everything from the inside, and that's what's reflecting on the outside. You've got your digestive enzymes, prebiotics, probiotics. That helps with your body's circulatory system. So circulatory system comes into play when the body starts to break down the foods. So if you're taking in Shakeology every single day for one meal a day, you're giving your body all of its digestive enzymes, prebiotics, probiotics, vitamins, and minerals. And then we have these wonderful things called adaptogenic herbs, which we'll get into later. So circulatory system function takes the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients using a cilia, which is hair-like fibers. I always think of them like little octopus tentacles, like that. Taking your vitamins, minerals, and nutrients to all of your body's major muscle groups and organs. And what this does is it goes in and fortifies and gives your muscles the nutrients that it needs when it breaks down from cardiovascular exercise or from any kind of weight routine or plyometrics or yoga. When you're really stretching that muscle, you're breaking it down, you're breaking down the fibers of that muscle, and you're going in to rebuild. So the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients used from Shakeology, formulated inside of Shakeology, are rebuilding the muscle fibers that have been broken down during exercise, during stretch, during any type of yoga. And this helps strengthen them from the inside of the muscle. And when this happens, those little receptors in your brains, right here in your pituitary gland, receives messages saying that you are satiated and you are full. This helps with your body not having those late night cravings. It helps with just feeling that overall lethargic feeling that we get, like right around 2:30 or 3. You ever heard of that 2:30 or 3 lull? So this is what's helping breaking down those barriers of that 2:30 or 3 o'clock lull. And over time, you're going to find that your body is kind of like having an antibiotic. You can't just start to take your antibiotic for 4 or 5 days, and once you start feeling better, you stop, because what that does is it leaves your body open to infection, right? Because it hasn't fully done its job. So this is kind of the same thing and the same analogy. I want you guys to think about it in that way. So once you start taking in Shakeology, you start feeling better and you start feeling that energetic surge, it doesn't mean that you stop, because that is something that is happening. You want it to continue to happen. I have a lot of people who have started on this program, who started with Shakeology, start feeling really great, and then they maybe reach their goals and they're like, I'm done. But you have to realize these are vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we are no longer getting from our foods that we eat. Farm to table, it is proven farm to table, we lose between 30 and 40%. So by drinking something like Shakeology, you are not only reestablishing that good digestive system, that good digestive health, but you're also putting back in the vitamins, the minerals, and nutrients that you need, regardless if you are restricting your caloric energy, or now you are supplementing it with good health, good nutrition, and with all the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that you need to sustain your life and to live healthy, to rebuild your immune system. And even if your immune system, you're like, oh, my immune system's good, I haven't been sick in a really long time. What about having some backup immunity? How about backup enzymes that are going to only help benefit? And these things in conjunction, when these things work together for a long period of time, you do get an overall kind of like a check from your doctor of good health. Your cholesterol starts to go down, your blood pressure starts to go down, you find your circulatory function is working better. It's just an overall way of living healthy and working in conjunction with the way your body is naturally supposed to function on a day-to-day basis. So that's what I got for you guys on Shakeology. From a professional standpoint and from my own personal standpoint, because I do drink Shakeology every day. I don't drink Shakeology every day because I need to lose weight. I drink Shakeology every day because I want to feel healthy and because I want to live by the best example that I possibly can for my family and for my children who look at me every day, not just as a professional in this industry, but for someone as their mommy who is trying to lead a good life and to lead by example so that they have something to fall into play.
Are you ready to say goodbye forever to dieting? Have any of you ever experienced that feeling you get when you're on a diet and you're just grouchy, you're irritable, one week in, you've lost your motivation and you just want to quit? Because I know I have, especially going back to the time when I was prepping for my wedding a few years ago. And I was running 6 to 7 miles a day, eating hardly anything, not following anything nutrition, just trying to limit my caloric intake, not looking at how dense the nutrition was in my food, and I was miserable. The day after my wedding, I started eating like crazy and binging, and I gained the weight back plus more. So about 5 years ago, after I had my son, I tried so hard. I tried the same methods that I used for my wedding, and the weight wasn't going anywhere. So I decided to try Shakeology. And the difference in Shakeology is what makes the difference in that normal diet cycle where you feel miserable because your caloric intake is down, your body's not getting that dense nutrition that it needs, and you're depriving it so that you become grouchy, irritable to your loved ones, and you want to quit 1 to 2 weeks in, because none of us has the motivation to stay hungry and miserable for that long. Max maybe 2 to 3 days, and then you go, this just isn't worth it. And that's what changed for me when I found Shakeology. I actually got, within 3 months, back down to that wedding weight. And I just felt like it was a no-brainer and so easy, and I was mad that I hadn't found this before. So with Shakeology, your cells become satisfied. That is the difference in that diet cycle, and why our challenge groups are so amazing, and the use and adding in of Shakeology is such an important factor, because we're asking you guys to do these hard workouts, at home, put your body to the limits, but now we're also giving you something in Shakeology that is this super dense form of nutrition that's going to fuel your body to actually get the results that you want without feeling bad. And what I noticed, and I love that my challengers see this, is 5 to 7 days in, once that Shakeology has built up in their immune system, they're waking up the first, second week of their diet feeling good. They have this clean energy. They're not craving the bad stuff because, like I said, your cells are satisfied with all this dense superfoods, that instead of that normal diet cycle where you're just starving and you're angry and feeling like you're missing out on something. So one thing about Shakeology I think I truly love is that it's for everyone. Whether you need to gain weight, whether you're trying to maintain weight, whether you are trying to lose weight, however you need it, it can be there for you. If you need to gain weight, you add it in, you get all those dense superfoods. Maybe you use, almond milk and peanut butter, a little bit more fruit, so you build that caloric max of it, that drink, up a little higher. If you want it as a snack, you just add water. If you're using it to lose weight, like I have in the past, I use water in it, half a banana. So there's so many different ways to use it, but the most important part is that you're getting these superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens in your body every single day to build up. So I think that's the most important thing I want you guys to take away about using Shakeology in your challenge group and cutting that diet cycle, because we are not wanting you in this to feel bad, to feel miserable, grumpy, deprived. We want you to see how good your body can feel when you're actually putting the right stuff in. So no matter if you screw up the rest of the day, if you miss some of your greens, you got that good stuff in. And that's how I feel with my kids too. My son has one, and he's had one the last 4.5 years every single day with me. And even if I know he's going to eat that processed school lunch because he begs for it, I know he had his shake that morning, so I feel good that he got that in his system.
And he gets sick way less than the other kids in the class. I guarantee you that. So anyways, enjoy the rest of this content, and I can't wait to see how you feel once you've put this superfood dense nutrition shake in your body every single day for over 5 days. You'll have to report back to us.
So I want to give you a few tips to help you make the most delicious shake. I'm going to preface this by saying be patient with the process. For me, it was definitely 3 or 4 shakes before I felt like I figured it out, I nailed it, I've got the recipe that I love, and this is delicious. And it wasn't that it wasn't delicious the first few days, but it might have been too thick or too watery, or the consistency was just kind of funky. So I'm going to give you guys some tips so that you blend the perfect shake, but I also want to tell you that this is plant-based. This is whole food nutrition, okay? So it may not taste like a Wendy's Frosty, but it's gonna be pretty dang close. It's gonna be delicious. And if you follow these tips, you will find your way to the most delicious shake ever. Blend. If you don't have a blender, invest in one. If you are going to be mixing when you're at work, maybe invest in a travel blender. They can be about 20 bucks. Just make sure that the canister holds at least 20 ounces, because your shake is going to be pretty full. That's really the hope, is that it's it should fill like your shaker cup. So this is a 25-ounce shaker cup, and this is just the Performance Line one, but you have the Shakeology one, 25 ounces. So this should be full. And what you're going to do is you are going to first to your blender add liquid. My recommendations for liquid is to choose a non-dairy milk if you want to use a creamier base. So you could use almond milk or soy milk, coconut milk. Choose an unsweetened version of those. You could even do like unsweetened vanilla. Those are like the 3 most common ones that my customers tend to use. I would probably shy away from using dairy, using cow's milk, for a couple reasons. If you're not used to drinking 8 to 10 ounces of dairy every day, it might really upset your GI tract. So you're already going to be adding in a lot of probiotics and a lot of other great things that are already going to help promote healthy digestion. So maybe adding in all that dairy could really cause some disruptions in your digestive tract. And then you're going to add your fruit. I usually add half of a banana every day. It makes it really creamy, and I really love the consistency there. But the options are endless. You could use blueberries, you can use raspberries, you can use strawberries, you can use cherries. And if you're using frozen berries, just make sure that you take that into account when we add our ice at the end, because it will be really thick and chunky if you add, 5 or 6 big frozen berries and then lots of ice. So kind of modify that as it works for you. And then I usually add nut butter, either almond butter or peanut butter, but you could use cashew butter or sun butter or any other healthy nut butter fat that you would like. But you do need sort of a powerful blender that's going to pull it down and really blend everything together. Your shake should be really creamy. It should sort of change from, if you're drinking chocolate or cafe latte, it should really change from like a dark brown to a lighter brown color. Your vegan chocolate will turn a little bit lighter, but it'll still be a little, not super, super light, like the regular kind of turns really light. But it should be creamy. Now, before you take it out of the blender, this is my last tip for you. Do a taste test. So get a spoon, scoop it out, and taste it. If it's crunchy and there's ice, you need to blend it a little longer. If it's too thick, add some more liquid. Keep blending it. You're going to get it right, but be patient. Give yourself the grace to know that it's going to take a few days to kind of nail it and get it right. This is so packed with nutrients. It is, it is like your multivitamin. There is a lot of nutrients in here. So if you sort of feel, if your stomach is a little bit upset because, you're giving yourself a lot of nutrients all at once, you might need to cut back to half a scoop or half a packet and work your way up to a full serving. When I first started, I sort of did the full serving the first day, and then like any other multivitamin, I sometimes can feel a little bit woozy and dizzy, so I cut back to half a serving for 3 days and worked my way back up to a full serving, and then it was perfect. So communicate with your coach. Make sure you're posting in your group and sharing your Shakeology picture every single day. That's your accountability. Sharing what recipes it is that you're using, what's working, what's not working. Ask for help. We are here to help you. Make sure that this is your healthiest meal of the day. So good luck, guys.
All right, you also have the perfect recipe now to make a shake that you're gonna love every day. As a reformed non-shake drinker, I will say that I do love to eat my Shakeology too. I make Shakeology bowls or superfood bowls weekly, more often than I drink it, which just means just add a little less liquid, make it super thick. You kind of have to mash it down sometimes. add some honey, fresh berries, coconut, whatever you want on top, nuts, and you can eat it that way. You can also ask your coach for some fun Shakeology recipes, or go to the Shakeology blog with your on-demand access and teambeachbody.com, and there's a lot of great recipes for different Shakeology shakes, but also for food and dessert, because, you know, we like dessert. It's very rare that you find something like Shakeology with the quality control that it has. It's made right here in the United States. The ingredients are sourced in Central and South America with these amazing organic non-GMO farms and co-ops, collectives, so that we can find these nutrient-rich soils. Sick soil means sick Americans. Our soil is sick in this country, so we have carefully selected these ingredients and super nutrients and superfoods from parts of the world and parts of the and regions where it hasn't been depleted and polluted with pesticides and environmental toxins and toxic water. And then it's created very carefully with very strict temperature quality control to ensure that all of these whole foods are turned into powder form while maintaining the integrity of the ingredients. I want you to start looking and paying attention to in the next few weeks about all the money that you're saving. For me, I had a daily Starbucks addiction. It was my breakfast. Sad to say, so embarrassing, but Shakeology replaced that daily. So I was saving over $5 a day just straight out of the gate. It also helped replace my supplements, the probiotics I was buying, the vitamins and multivitamins and extra things I was buying monthly to supplement my health, to give me more energy, to help with my, my brain fog and mental clarity. It's very rare that we go into our day and our week, our months, our grocery store buying a month worth of meals at once. You did that with Shakeology. It's one meal a day. So you now have that to take out of your grocery budget too. It's okay to share with your family. It's okay to give to your kids. See if your hubby or your spouse will join you. If you're ever in question whether something's okay, whether you're breastfeeding or you're pregnant or you've got other medications, don't hesitate to take it to your doctor. We want you to take this to your doctor. I've yet to see one say no. Let them look at the ingredients. They're going to be so impressed because 92% of Americans are vitamin deficient. Shakeology is going to fix that. The average American, overweight or obese American, spends $1,400 more a year on medical bills. You are now in a state of mind where you are preventing illness. Okay, that means longevity for your family and your life. Shakeology is going to reduce the inflammation in your body too and alkalinize it. Our bodies are pumped full of acid type foods. If you drink coffee and tea, that's acid. Alcohol, that's acid. These greens, these leafy greens that you're going to get, you can also do a power boost of power greens to add more leafy greens. But the more greens and veggies you can add to your diet, the more your pH gets balanced. And a properly alkalinized body is believed to be disease-free. So Shakeology also helps balance the alkalinity of your body too while reducing the inflammation. Most diseases come from a root cause of inflammation. A lot of the clean eating meal plans and Shakeology are going to be anti-inflammatory foods and will also help make you feel better there too. There's so many benefits. We've got to stop there so we can wrap this up, but just be on the lookout because your body and life is going to change. And I will say you might have to budget for extra haircuts throughout the year and mani-pedis because your hair and nails will grow faster and thicker and stronger than you've ever had it before. That's a good thing though, right? And we're just so excited. Have fun with this. Enjoy it. It's a quick meal on the go. You blend it up in 90 seconds, and it takes the guesswork out of your life one meal a day too. So just be ready, be open, and have fun, and welcome. We're so thankful to have you here. Okay, bye.